But it's Kamala Harris. And ladies and gentlemen, it's getting thick up in here. She is the presumptive nominee. There will be, all the competitors have walked away. Gretchen Whitmer and Gavin Newsoms of the world and Wes Moores of the world and others. Everyone has rallied behind her. She is the Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States of America. And I don't want to hear no nonsense about how she did bad in the primary 4 years ago. I'm going to talk to my man Will Kane in a few minutes about that because I know he's going to bring that up. I don't want to hear all of that. The bottom line is that's going up against a bunch of other Democrats trying to win the nomination. This is you having a nomination and going against somebody on the opposite side of the fence. And whether you want to call it lawfare or whatever it is that you want to call it, I think the one thing that Kamala Harris said that was very powerful in her first speech since Biden stepped down was when she said, I know Donald Trump's type. Because she going for him. She going after him. She's doing what he usually does to people. And that's what makes this interesting. I'm a sports guy, ladies and gentlemen. I like competition. I like to see people mano a mano or man versus woman or whatever. I love it. Whatever the game calls for, let's get it on. And what I love about what Kamala Harris is doing more than anything is that she's saying, yo, I think you a criminal. I think you this. I think you that. Don't matter. You the GOP nominee. I'm going to take you down. Let's go. Let's debate. She ain't talking lawfare. She's basically saying, Trump, I'm going to bust your ass. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. And I got to admit, I love it. It's must-see TV when they debate each other. If they debate each other. Let me get to this point. Because I got to get to Donald Trump, the GOP nominee I was just talking about, who earlier stated he thought it was important for presidential candidates to debate one another. Remember that, Donald Trump? Well, this Donald Trump, remember Donald Trump and Joe Biden agreed to a second debate that was scheduled for September 10th, right? Remember that? Biden, of course, announced on Sunday that he won't be seeking re-election like I just told y'all, opting instead to lend his support behind Vice President Kamala Harris. We know all of that. Now the Trump campaign said yesterday they won't commit to a debate until Harris is confirmed as the Democratic nominee. Really? Really, Donald Trump? That's what it is? You scared? What the hell's going on? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Donald Trump. I'm looking forward. I know y'all might not like this because he was just on trial for some manslaughter or whatever, but it got thrown out. But Alec Baldwin imitating Donald Trump, I missed those skits on Saturday Night Live. I want to see him again. But anyway, I digress. The point is, this is Donald Trump. You love going after folks. You love calling folks out, right? Well, Kamala Harris calling him out. She calling him out. He goes on TV the other day and talks his talk about Kamala Harris. And she like, let's get it on. Let's debate. Ain't nobody running. Nobody's scared. All of a sudden, he got nervous. Why could that be? Could it be because of Roe v. Wade? Could it be because you're not that sure those women out there going to come and support you? Could it be because that bipartisan border bill that would have resolved some of these immigrant issues crossing the border got your fingerprints all over it just as much as you want to say her fingerprints were on it because she was the quote-unquote border czar, even though people are saying she wasn't the border czar? But she was because she was in charge of it, so you don't have to call her the czar, but she was in charge of that issue. Fair enough. But the bottom line is Donald Trump got in the way of that bill. Bipartisan being signed into law. Could it be because of that? Could it be because of the theme, the prosecutor versus the criminal, is a little bit too much for you to take right now? I'm just asking. See, I want to see the action. I want to see the debate. That's what I want to see. Okay? Remember, this is Harris for president. This is the statement she gave on Donald Trump immediately following his Fox News appearance. Listen, look at that. Statement on a 78-year-old criminal's Fox News appearance. This is on the Harris for president state. I mean, this is a statement. Main takeaways Trump gave to the American public. Trump praised his Project 2025, the one he distanced himself from, but people who used to work for him basically came up with that one. Trump is flustered and lashing out. When Trump wasn't lying, he was making threats. Abortion bans are good. Mail-in voting is bad. Praise dictators because he wants to be one. Trump is clearly worried he made the wrong pick in J.D. Vance. Trump is old and quite weird. This guy shouldn't be president ever again. If anyone wants an alternative, Kamala Harris is offering one. Damn. That's something Trump would do. That is something Trump would do. Ladies and gentlemen, this ain't the primaries where she's got to compete with other Democrats for their affections. She's the nominee. They'll make it official in Chicago, but she's the nominee. She's got all the support, all the donors, all the financials backing her. She's the nominee. Trump don't need to wait to agree to the damn debate. You ain't agreeing to the debates because you're a little bit nervous. This is Trump, Vance, America, Make America Great Again, 2024. Trump campaign statement on general election debates. Quote, given the continued political chaos surrounding crooked Joe Biden and the Democrat Party, general election debate details cannot be finalized until Democrats formally decide on their nominee. There is a strong sense by many in the Democratic Party, namely Barack Hussein Obama, that Kamala Harris is a Marxist fraud who cannot beat President Trump. And they are still holding out for someone better. Therefore, it would be inappropriate to schedule things with Harris because Democrats very well could still change their minds. Stephen Chung, Trump campaign communications director. I guess that explains why Barack Hussein Obama came out with his endorsement today with his wife, Michelle Obama, by his side. He's saying we put that to rest. You know why he's saying put that to rest, Donald Trump? Because he's saying what you're running for. You're going to try, what excuse now you're going to come up to hide? I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm not ridiculing anybody. I'm simply saying, Donald Trump, I didn't expect you to run. You look like you running. You look like you scared. You really, really do. You really do. I ain't saying you are because I don't know. But damn it, you told Biden you wanted to debate him 5 times. In the first debate, I don't know what he said. I don't think he knows what he said. And you weren't just calling him crooked, Joe Biden. You said his faculties weren't there. He's clearly slipped and all of this other stuff. So you were mocking him and ridiculing him and talking about how unalert he was, how he was lacking cogency. All of this other stuff you brought up. But lo and behold, when you got Kamala, who's 19 years younger than you, whose lucidity, whose cogency, whose intellect ain't really something you can question. Now, all of a sudden, you talking about debate rules. Donald Trump, when have you cared about the rules? I mean, part of your popularity is your willingness to buck the system. Let's get it on. Let's do what it takes. Donald Trump, that I knew, that man could throw a party. He could throw a fight when Tyson was fighting at Trump casinos. You understand? Had the hotels. Still got them. Got all of this stuff going on. That Donald Trump loves sports. Basketball games, football games. Remember, he wanted to be an NFL owner of Buffalo Bills. Boxing matches, etc. You understand? One that put money in Dana White's pocket to get Dana White started with the UFC. Donald Trump loves sports. He loves competition. He loves going at it. And all of a sudden, you don't want to debate. You want to see what the rules are and who abides by them. This is a different day, y'all. Kamala Harris is coming. Her campaign's coming. She ain't playing. Because that's the only chance she has to win. She has no chance of beating Donald Trump if she's timid. She has no chance of beating Donald Trump if she's shy, if she ain't willing to be aggressive and assertive. Remember, some of the things they say about her. Remember that. Some of the things they say about her is that she don't play. She really, really doesn't. Her analytical abilities have been praised, and her toughness. This ain't Joe Biden, the 81-year-old Joe Biden. It's a different animal that's coming Donald Trump's way right now. And he seems to know it, and so does J.D. Vance, his vice presidential candidate. Enough for